benefits into adding Best One to our name. To name a few that come to mind, number one, people like a common shared experience. For example, look at McDonald's. Food isn't even very good there, and people go to McDonald's in huge numbers. So just think if we could have good service and a good quality product, the possibilities would be limitless. Next thing that comes to mind is people maybe don't so much want to do business with mom and pops anymore. They see the benefit of going to Discount Tire or Pep Boys. Best One will show people that we can compete with those guys. The third thing that comes to mind is succession planning. Let's say somebody passes away. He has no family that's interested in the business. If he has a Madden computer and Best One already in the name, any one of us in the room could buy that at store and be ready to go on day one.
I think some of the biggest benefits of bringing the Best One to the Monteith name and combining them, or anybody in the group for that matter, putting the Best One in their name, is first and foremost the marketing power, being able to go to market in the shares. Second of all, somebody said in one of the meetings before, and it kind of stuck with me, that anybody can go out and take one stick, and it's easy to break one stick, but if you have a whole bundle of sticks, then no matter how strong you are, you can't break that bundle. And I think there's something to be said for that as we try to bring everybody together into one team.
Well, I believe there are many benefits to bringing the Best One name into our organization. There's strength in numbers, and when you can lay down the brochure in front of a customer that covers multiple states and they see the sheer numbers of the support on the road, it's very, very impressive. There's a very positive impact when you can show the customer, you can give them the service that's required wherever they need it. And that's one of the huge benefits to that.
I would suggest to everyone to get behind the branding of the Best One name and logo. We've found that with the continuity, the service, the pricing, the products that we have to offer as one makes us that much stronger, and that as we work together as a group and as we continue to grow as a group, that it will only make you a better company, and you also have that shining star of the Best One name and logo right out front of your building.
Fears to overcome when changing your name, one thinks of brand equity. The other day in the Wall Street Journal it was showing how much would Microsoft be worth, or Coca-Cola with that name brand. And gosh, in our case we've been around over 48 years. Do we want to give it up? Well, really we didn't have to, because we followed Paul Zerker's lead and when going Zerker's Best One and Tire and Service, we did the same thing with Wertenberger. Thus we got to keep the initial equity of our name and we got to add Best One Tire and Service to that, which shows something much larger.
When Fleet Service of West Michigan changed its name to Best One Fleet Service, we did not see any problems with our customers. It was more of the challenge of our employees coming in and having a change of culture that we had to overcome, and then once they bought into it, then it changed the culture to our customer.
Our customers were able to overcome some of the fears they had once we showed them who the Best One organization was. And with educating them of who we were and what we were about to do, they had no problems and opened up their arms to us as well. So.
The biggest challenge that we saw in the beginning with the name change was that there are two of us in this town.
We got together and worked through that. We're changing our name from Zerker Tire of Marion to Best One of Grant County.
And we're changing our name from Marion Tire to Best One of Marion.
And both of us having Best One in the same town is really going to show our strength of the Best One group.
For the partners that haven't changed their name yet, I guess at each individual location it's going to be different. For us, it's really been a positive transition. just because customers never understood the Best One sign. They never really were explained how it benefited them, and now we're making more of an effort to do that.
What I would say to the partners who haven't decided to change their name yet is to think about where what is your plan? Where are you going to be in 10 years? Where we came from, and the changing of business, and the fact that we can work better in a large group. We have a lot of talent, and I think the customers will just understand the size of us. If they can see the size of us, they can understand that they're priced, and they feel comfortable that they don't need to go other places to look for tires.
Partners that haven't changed their name, I'd say we're missing out on the benefits of not having that Best One Tire name. Customers are going to associate Best One Tire as a recognizable name in the marketplace, and you lose the potential of not having those new customers by not having the Best One name out there.
For those of you who have not incorporated the Best One name into your organization, what are you waiting for? It will help you and the group.
To the partners that haven't yet changed their name, why haven't we done it a long time ago?
What I would say to any partner who hasn't started the process of changing their name or changing their name would be, in the words of Nike, just do it.
The key to success for Best One in the future, I believe, is really focusing on the marketing, letting the customer realize how large we are, and hopefully that will bring them more into the locations.
In my opinion, the keys to success for Best One in the future is first and foremost to hang on to those values and the principles that was laid down when Best One and Zerker Tire was started, with high character and integrity, giving every customer a reason to smile, and then as we go on into the next generation, hanging on to those principles, but yet bringing in new ways of doing things.
The key to success for Best One in the future, I think, is to the unification of everybody, the fact that we all work together, that there's a strong background, there's a strong program that, of all the people that are there to help you, resources, and that we are not alone, that we truly are a team that can take care of the customers in the best way possible.
The key to success for Best One in the future is it's very important that all of the Best One members, put the name of Best One in it, and then also get on board, because just changing our name is probably not going to be the only thing that we need to do here. There's a larger picture of increasing our strength, whether it's advertising, tires, pricing, but all those things will be huge for us in the future.
I believe there's several different components to the success of Best One in the future. Just to name a few, I think sharing best practices is one of the key things. I mean, every market's a little different, but typically best practices are going to make you successful anywhere. And as a group, if we continue to come together and share those best practices, I believe that's one of the ways we're going to continue to be successful.
And I think if we continue to grow the group, I think that gives us a tremendous advantage over our competition out there. And I also feel like with the Bow Keg, Bow Reg, Bow Meg, the manufacturing, the commercial, the retail excellence groups, this brings us closer together. We help one another to grow. We help each other to become more efficient in what we do, and become more profitable. And profitable is not a bad word. So.
The impact that the phone standards has had on our location, we have really stressed this hard early this spring. Had a meeting with all of our salesmen, anybody answering the phone, and they're really trying to use the phone standards. We're setting a minimum goal of 80%. And the question, how's that sound? You really get a lot of feedback from the customer, and it gives you an opportunity to continue with the sale rather than just ending it right then.
The new phone standards has helped us better gauge our employees, making sure they're properly trained to answer the questions that customers pose to us on the phone. That's that first impression when they're calling in to your store, never visited your store before. They want to find out who Best One Tire is. So if you have a knowledgeable employee on the other line talking to that customer, you need to make sure to ask all those questions, answer the customer's questions, and invite them into the store, and tell them why we're so special, what we can provide over and beyond the competition.
At Zerker's Best One in Monroe, we really appreciate the emphasis that have been put on the new phone standards. We've been very excited to introduce a challenge to our employees.
The challenge that we set for our employees was to get 100% on their phone shops. The first couple of months, we gave our employees a little bit of leeway so they could adjust to the new policy and the rules that we were enforcing.
And we have found, proud to say, that after doing this for a couple of months, that all of our salespeople who were shopped 4 times last month received
100%.
We're very excited about that. We also did some shopping of our competitors and found some very scary results.
We shopped 10 competitors in our local and regional market and found that our 10 competitors were very strong. 8 out of 10 competitors shopped 95 to 100% on their phone shop scores. And that is something that we are also really pushing to achieve going forward.
Those competitors were places like Tire Barn, Discount Tire, Sears, and they were shopped on our phone standards at Best One.
In regards to changing your name, we changed our name approximately 8 years ago, and we first had some people come to us and say, what happened? Did you sell out? Were you bought out? And what really happened? We took the time to explain to them exactly what happened to us, and that we weren't bought out, but we became part of a buying group, which led us to be able to purchase tires and be able to sell them to them at a lower rate, and have a better ability to have nationwide warranties. And once we explained to it, people didn't really have a problem with it. They just thought that we were the people they're dealing with and they didn't want to lose us. So as a one-on-one basis, if you talk to the people, explain it to them, changing the name, there shouldn't be any fear in it, because you're taking care of that customer, you're the one there every day, and you're still that independent dealer that's going to take care of them. And don't be afraid of it, because it will not hurt you. It'll actually help you.
Another question that's going to be posed to you with the name change that I'm sure everybody thinks about is you've been established in the market for so many years with your name. We were established for 37 years in our market as Zerker Tire of Angola. And to change from Zerker Tire of Angola to Best One Tire and Auto Care, a lot of customers will ask, did you sell out? Is there new ownership? Is the same employees working there? And it's real important that you advertise in that marketplace that you were formerly, for instance, our location, we advertise Best One Tire and Auto Care, formerly Zerker Tire. And same ownership, same crew of staff. It's something that you're going to have to advertise in the marketplace to get the consumers aware of, that you haven't changed except for your name. And the reason you've changed your name because you wanted to brand yourself with the Best One Tire that is over 250 plus and growing independent tire dealers.
The benefits of bringing Best One into our name, well, it's to bring all our stores together with the strength and power of Best One. I believe in the future it's going to be huge. We're going to be perceived as maybe some of the other larger tire stores. Having a common name, I feel like, is going to be very important.
When Zerker's Best One changed their name, we did experience some questions from our customers. We were asked, had we sold out? Had we changed ownership? Well, we addressed these questions in two primary ways. The first way was through our advertising. In all of our advertising, we came up with a short elevator speech that we used. Zerker Tire has now changed to Zerker's Best One Tire and Auto Care. Don't worry, there was no change in ownership, still the same people you've grown to know and trust over the last 65 years. And that just eased a lot of our customers' minds. The second thing that we did was we just addressed our customers' questions on a one-on-one basis. And in all instances where that took place, it gave us the opportunity to explain Best One, its 250 locations in 20 states, and how that could benefit each customer.
Early on with the rebranding of the name, Best One, there was a lot of concerns, I think, with a lot of group members that their customers wouldn't be handled in a timely manner, in a good manner. But what we found here over the last several years is it's worked tremendously well for us. Our customers have been very happy, very content with the way this has worked out. And we find that we get a very consistent response from the Best One members out there.
Well, and also to add to that, I think the boat keg meetings are just a great example. When you sit down with other group members, you're sharing best practices, and you can discuss your customers that maybe they have taken care of, or if you've taken care of some of their customers in your market, that's just a tremendous opportunity to share that. And typically, if you know you're going to be sitting down discussing things with people, they're going to give you the best service. And we have found that the group as a whole, we've had tremendous success. I mean, it's worked very well for us and our customers mainly.
I think initially, as the commercial division started branding itself as Best One, there was some apprehension with the quality of customer service throughout the other members of the Best One, which I think is going to happen as there's a transition or change of any kind. But the value of the transition started to prove itself first through being able to expand our service network coverage from a local aspect to a regional aspect in servicing our existing customers. And as that became more fortified, we were able to roll out a documented tire program for our larger customers that needed multiple location services. But then the business climate started to change, and it was actually the fleets that were requiring us to have multiple location services before we were even eligible to bid on the business. For instance, there are several accounts Indy Tire Centers had for years, like Ryder and Republic Services and Duke Energy, to name a few, that we wouldn't be eligible to do business with today if we weren't a member of Best One and have the multiple location capabilities that we have now. I think the retail environment has moved in the same direction. I think the retail consumer today wants the relationship that they have with their local and neighborhood tire and service provider, but they're beginning to demand the comfort and peace of mind that multiple locations across a region or country give them, whether it be the value that a road hazard program gives them or warranty work. They want to know that they're taken care of wherever their travels take them. Commercially speaking, fears of sharing our customers with fellow Best One Networks members were slowly put to rest when it became evident that we had a commitment to each other and we were accountable to each other. Were there hiccups along the way? Absolutely. There still are a few, very few and far between, but I can't think of one that wasn't overcome by a simple phone call. Basically, it all started when we realized we were all in this thing together.
When we first started with Best One, particularly on the commercial side, there was definitely some hesitancy to really support another Best One location's customers. And I think the reason for that is customers are hard to find, and it's very, very difficult to keep a customer. But as time went by and we extended some trust to one another, we felt that if we were going to grow and be successful in this industry, we needed to help one another. And we've certainly done that. I think Mr. McKenzie has mentioned several fleets, Ryder, Waste Management Republic, and there's many others. And thanks to everybody in this room, it continues to grow, and that trust continues to grow even stronger.
Monteith's Best One Tire and Auto Care has 8 locations in Kosciuszko and Elkhart County. And we were first approached by Tim and Kim getting together and having a brainstorming meeting to see what we could do to combine our advertising to get the most bang for our buck. Looking outside of the box, we were looking at some TV advertising that we couldn't have afforded on our own. To make it more economical, we were able to split it between the 8 stores and then combine and come up with some ideas for some unique commercials.
After we got together and started brainstorming and put our ideas together, and we decided to unite and go to market together, we were able to increase our market share by 25% without costing us any more dollars. And I think both teams thinks it's worked out well for both of us.
At Zerker's Best One in Monroe, we are seeing a new type of customer come through our door. It's a customer that is very price conscientious, and it's a customer who is very social media savvy. Customer that spends a lot of time doing research before they come in, whether that's online, on their iPad, or on their iPhone, and they've done a lot of investigating and know what they want before they come through our door.
We found that many of our customers appreciate our new website and the new quote feature that it offers. We are receiving 7 to 10 new quotes a day, and that's something that we follow up on regularly. That's a great source of contact with the consumer, as well as Facebook. That is another interaction that requires constant interaction with the consumer, and that's something that we follow up on regularly.
Those are great avenues to get your coupons out in the markets as well. The customers are online, they're looking for those things. Everybody wants a good deal, everybody's shopping for price. So add your coupon to your Facebook page or add your coupon to your online quote feature. Another thing that we're doing is the Reach Local online advertising, and that's a great opportunity out there for customers. When they get online, they do the Google searches. We're popping up on those. We're seeing website views. We're seeing calls come back into our locations. And you want to talk a little bit about those calls?
Those calls also help us when we're phone shopping our guys. It's not something that they are aware of. It's not something that they're regularly scored on, but it's something that we can listen to afterwards, and it's something that we can evaluate further to help us in future phone shops.
And another great source of advertising for us continues to be the Best One wallet tear-off coupons. Those just get a great return and show a lot of customer comebacks. Since the month of March, we have been calculating those, and we have received 394 wallet tear-offs in Monroe alone.
As part of the Best One family, we have long benefited from the strength and the numbers of one of the largest independent dealers in the country. We have achieved remarkable buying power, and I believe we would all agree that together we are stronger and thriving because of our strength. Over the years, it has made sense for us to retain our independence in our customers' mind. We grew our business on relationships, and what we were called was much less important than who we were. But there's no doubt that this is a defining moment for Best One. We are faced with a wide range of challenges. Car dealers are now selling tires on the national level using all the resources of their manufacturers' marketing machines. Big box stores are also players in the tire market, leveraging their identities as low-cost retailers. Then there are the national tire chains that offer a consistent tire buying experience and imply low price just with their names. In addition, we're now confronting a new generation of customers who are looking for a different shopping and buying experience. They expect to be able to do research online and in many cases be able to compare prices. They expect our sales associates to be able to provide good information. They've grown up on standardized chains and have higher expectations for a clean, welcoming environment. And finally, as tires have become more costly, they have become a financial burden for many. And customers are constantly looking for a break, adding more pressure to our pricing. In fact, market research has shown that price is the single most important aspect in the customer's mind. You know, many of us have a very loyal customer base, but we also know that our future depends on being able to attract new and younger customers. We need to earn their loyalty too. I believe that together we can overcome all these challenges, but we need to seize this moment as our defining moment. We need to come together for everyone's benefit. We need to show our strength, and we need to let our customers know what they can expect from the Best One brand. Our group started in a one-bay service station with one employee. Today, that same company has over 100 employees and 31 service bays. S&S started in a basement, and today they have many warehouses and many retail stores and many large commercial centers. K&M started in a gas station, and today they have many, many warehouses. Southern Indiana Tire started in a retail store changing tires on the outside. Today, they have a number of retail stores and distribution points and also a retread shop. Many of our group have started in the same way and have grown to be great companies. These examples provide a common theme that you will find throughout the organization. The journey has been a great one. I never imagined that the company and its people could achieve so much. Together, we have created a world-class organization filled with dedicated and excited people, people with good values and integrity. When we listen to the customer, that is powerful. When we respond to what the customer says, that is dynamite. We used to say that a satisfied customer was enough. Today, we need to create raving fans. Nothing shapes your life more than the commitments you choose to make. Tell me what you are committed to, and I'll tell you what you will be in 20 years. We become what we are committed to. I would like to share with you 9 lifetime personal commitments that have helped me to become the person I am today. The first one is, I am committed to seek God's friendship, fellowship, and guidance. The second one is, I am committed to develop effective personal relationships. The third, to treat everybody with honor, love, dignity, and respect. The fourth one, to be a self-disciplined and a self-controlled person. 5, do the right things right. 6, to be a positive, passionate, enthusiastic person. 7, never compromise my integrity. 8, plan for tomorrow today. And 9, live life wide open and live it to its fullest.